Right then, tyre time. It seems like we've got a bit of a fetish here for tyres because we always try and make sure we've got the right tyres on for the right time of day, year, weather conditions, whatever, which means you end up with a lot of tyres. So because we're in a place in the world where it used to be global warming and the ice caps are going to melt, but now it's climate change, which means it can be sunny like it is today, but tomorrow it might be snowing. So we thought we'll get in there early before the panic buying starts, just like the bog roll, and get some winter tyres. So if you watched the previous video with our Touareg, when it snowed, we had some people to rescue and some parts to collect, and that turned into quite a popular video unintentionally. We never intended on going out and towing wagons and stuff like that, but it worked out that way. And a lot of people saying next time it snows, just do an half-an-hour video of towing. So maybe that is the plan. Maybe we don't know. We'll see how much snow we actually get or when it comes, because I'm sure it'll be inconvenient. But that started a bit of a debate on which tyres to choose, what size to go for, and stuff like that. So I think we'll just a quick rundown on the tyres we've got, why we chose them, and then if the cold weather hits, maybe we'll roll straight from this video into a little bit of that, or maybe it'll be feature length. I don't know. But anyway, so you can see we've got Porsche wheels here. That's because Porsche Cayenne wheels in 18s are worth nothing, because a Porsche Cayenne on 18s looks absolutely terrible. So that works in our favour. Like these wheels were a couple £100 a set, no messing about. So the tyres that are on the cars at the minute, my Touareg, the V10, has got this size, which is 33 inch by 12.5 inch by 18. So these are imperial sizes. So that needs quite a bit of modification to get them to fit. But I've got some Nittos on there, mud grapplers, really aggressive, really noisy, absolutely ruined the ride quality of the V10, but it is what it is. It's good in the mud. These are what I had on before. Really liked these, but they're not a dedicated mud tyre. But I think if it weren't winter, and I've not got the winter tyres when it's going to be snowing, I'd probably swap back to these because I'd be using this on the road. I think when it goes back to summer, when there's not as much mud about on the trails and stuff, I'll be putting these back on. That's why I've not got rid of them, because it's just a much better tourer with these on. A few people said that these are easy to get punches on. I've got 5 of them, so I'll worry about that if I get one. But anyway, really like these tyres. They're pretty cheap for what they are, especially in these ridiculous sizes. But the tyres that we had on previously when we first got the V10, they're on Scott's V6 now. They're the Maxxis Bighorns. They're in a 275 65 18, which that's as big as you're going to get. That works out about just over 32 inch. You need to just trim the arch liner a little bit and you'll get a little bit of screwing on full lock, but otherwise they're pretty much fit, which is why for Scott's winter tyres we've gone for these Yokohama Geolandar All Terrains, which these are the Geo 15, which looking at these are the same size as the mud tyres Scott's got on, but they're going to be a lot better in the snow because, as you can see, they've got these little snipes or whatever they call them, and the tread is quite soft. It's not too bad, which these will last a long time apparently. I think they've got like a 50,000 mile guarantee, which seems to be the all-terrain industry standard. But these are pretty good. They're not too bad in the wet as well, which is pretty unusual for a all-terrain. The only thing better than these that we could find really in the wet and that I'd be happy running in the snow and a bit of mud are the AT3s, which is what we've got on the Amarok, but I only got them because those sizes were available and the wet grip was the main concern on the Amarok. But anyway, forgetting about the Amarok. So these are the same size as the mud tyres it's got on. These are what we're going to put on when the snow comes, and then because they're an all-terrain, I said to Scott it'd be a good idea just to see how far in the mud and stuff that we actually get with these, because they're not an aggressive tyre like compared to this, which is sort of in between this and a mud tyre. These are really more like a road tyre than this, but we shall see. We've got the 3P snowflake, whatever it is, it's kicking about somewhere there. They've got that, which means you can take them places where it's snowing and not get in trouble with the police. So yeah, they're for Scots. They're as big as a standard car's going to get, so if anybody wants a Touareg and wants to fit them, these are probably the tyre to get, but we'll see how we get on the mud with them. So then that leads us on to the V10, which I wanted a dedicated snow tyre. When we did all the towing, I had these tyres on, which these are the Yokohama, these are the BluEarth Winter 905s. Now, a bit of a tricky one here because Yokohama, I've had to buy all this stuff, we've not been given it for free. Yokohama weren't really in a position for us to be pushing these as hard as we did last time, because they use our video when they're telling people how good these are, apparently, that's what I've been told. But they're not in a position to really advertise the winter tyres, because the same people that tell us that the air that trees breathe is bad for us are the same people that tell us the air that we breathe might kill us. So a lot of places shut down, and basically there's no winter tyres. So if everybody starts crashing and it's a big fuss, blame the government, not the tyre manufacturers. They're just doing as they're told. But these are the old type. I believe these are going to be replaced with, it's a 906 or a 907. Daniel, clarify, I've got it on an email somewhere. But this tread pattern's going to be replaced. So, is that my dinner?
Chicken.
Oh, thank you.
Did you say you'd had one, Danny? You have, haven't you?
Dinner. There'll be a burger van. She don't like me calling it a burger van soon. But anyway, I want to eat this so bad. So these are actually the old tread, but these, I know these worked. The new ones are meant to be better, but they're not going to be here in time. I don't want to wait until it's snowed and then try and order some. So these, absolutely awesome. Tons of grip. It will literally, on the packed snow and the ice, it will like driving on a very wet road at the worst. So really happy. Size-wise, this is why we sold the other ones. We've got these. These are a 285, 60/18, which that works out a little bit shorter than these ones, the All Terrains. These are like a 31.5 inch overall diameter. 285, decent width as well. The reason I wanted to do that, I think, I still don't think these are going to look good on the V10, but I don't think they'll look as ridiculous as it did on the standard tyres, because the ones we had before were basically standard size, 255, 55s or whatever they were. So these should look a little bit beefier. Not going to look as aggressive as these or the mud tyres, but we shall see. So Harry's going to get these fitted to the rims. He already did these, even though I told him not to, but that's how efficient he is. He's too good for his own good. I hide these ones back away for next year. Put them in the warm, dark place. Get these on, see what it looks like, and hopefully the end of this video is some snow. We can all have a bit of fun. So, the snow is here, but it's not actually as cold as these free coats and hats and gloves and everything are making it out to be. It's all melting, it's just a bit slushy, but I were a day late with it, so I've had to drive here with these tyres on, which a lot of people think these would be good in the snow, but they're not, because they're too hard, too big chunks. They don't work. So when you see people flying past you and they've either got these tyres on or summer tyres on, it's when you come to brake or turn is where it's a problem. I think that's what a lot of people think. You've got a four-wheel drive or quattro or whatever, that you're going to be able to just fly past everybody, and yeah, you probably can set off better than them, but you can't stop or turn better than them. So these are coming off. So, a bit annoying really, because I've got time to go to some off-road centres in the next couple of weeks, but it's going to be snowing as well, and I don't want to be driving on these to the off-road centres. So, we'll put these on. Hopefully these ones fit, because for some reason the wheels on Scott's didn't fit. They've got a bit of an issue at the spigot area, so we shall see. But this is jacked up a little bit. It's not all the way on floor, but I think it should look all right. We'll see. I've got some spacers. If not, we'll put them on and space it out a little bit. But yeah, next video should, for the Touareg at least, should be some snow fun. We'll see. And the other thing as well, before I go, the economy with these on should be like ridiculously better than these. So we shall see. So the economy usually gets on the journey home 14.4, but with these tyres still only 16.7. So economy is not good regardless. I'd have expected to be in 20s, but it was quite cold. We shall see. But I'm going to take these snow tyres off. The snow's not come, we've not got enough. I'm going to go off-roading this weekend. So we're going to trifecta the Touaregs. My V10, Scott's V6, and we've got Craig's V10. So mine looks terrible on them snow tyres, so we're swapping back to the mud tyres. Scott's don't look too bad on these All Terrains. I think I'd happily drive about in it looking like that. Don't look too bad. Got some spacers on, which helps, because these wheels didn't fit. But then Craig's is getting Scott's old wheels, and then when the snow disappears, Scott's getting my old wheels and tyres, which is either going to have these ones, the rugged terrains, Renegades, or I might give him the muds, depending. That might be when springtime comes and it's not as muddy, but we'll see. So yeah, swapping mine back. Hopefully we're all off-roading together very, very soon, so we'll see.